Trains and buses, games and songs, come join us and sing along. Transit Tots is where I'll be, the coolest place in NYC. Welcome to Transit Tots.
Hi, welcome to Transit Tots. My name is Katie and I work at the New York Transit Museum here in Brooklyn, New York, where we think about all things transit and getting around our city. If you've been to Transit Tots before, you know it's time to shake out our jitters. Let's do that now. Okay, who's ready to sing the hello song? I am. If you don't know the words, that's okay. I'll sing it once and then you can sing it along with me. Here we go. Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm happy, and I hope that you are too. That was great. Let's sing it again, but this time, instead of saying I'm happy, let's sing I'm ready to go. We're going to say I'm ready to go. Here we go. Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm ready to go, and I hope that you are too. We did it! Today we're going to talk about a really special lady named Emily Roebling. And to do that, we're going to go over the list of things that I have behind me. We've already said hello, and we've already sang our hello song. When we've already done something on our list, let's put a check mark next to it so we know we're already done. So I'm going to put my first check mark next to hello. And I'll put my second check mark next to the hello song, since we already sang it. We're going to talk about Emily Roebling and how she helped build the Brooklyn Bridge. After that, we're going to do an activity where we build our own bridge, just like Emily. And then we're going to say goodbye. Now it's time to learn all about Miss Emily Roebling. Here we go! Have you ever seen the Brooklyn Bridge before? Here's a picture of what it looks like today. Bridges are really important because they help people travel safely across areas of land or water that might be dangerous. The Brooklyn Bridge connects Manhattan and Brooklyn together so that people can drive their cars or walk from one borough to the other without having to take a boat across the East River. One of the most important people who helped build the Brooklyn Bridge was Emily Roebling. Emily lived a long time ago. In fact, she was born almost 200 years ago. She grew up and went to school where she learned about history and math, and she even learned French. But she didn't learn how to build bridges. This didn't stand in Emily's way. When Emily grew up, she married Washington Roebling, and he was in charge of building the Brooklyn Bridge. But Washington got sick and he wasn't able to be in charge of the bridge anymore. Luckily, Emily had already learned a lot about bridges while her husband was building the bridge. Later, she continued to learn more and more about how bridges work and what kind of materials to use to make the bridge big and strong. She used what she learned about bridges and took advice from her husband to lead the building of the Brooklyn Bridge for more than 10 years. When it was all done, Emily was the first person to cross the Brooklyn Bridge. Miss Emily sounded like a really amazing lady. Now we've finished learning about Miss Emily Roebling. What should we do next? That's right, the check mark. Let's put that here. Next, it's time for us to build our own bridge. You'll see a screen coming up in a second that will tell you all the supplies you need to get started. Here we go. Today, we're going to build bridges just like Emily Roebling. You'll see in the video that I'm going to build my bridges out of pipe cleaners and construction paper. But you don't have to use those materials. You can test out other materials you have around your house that you think might work to make a great bridge. I set up 2 boxes that my bridge will connect so that we can test it out. The first bridge I'm going to make will be made of pipe cleaners. Pipe cleaners are light and easy to make into different shapes. I wonder if they'll be strong enough to hold our pretend travelers. twisting some pipe cleaners together to make them stronger. Now let's see if it fits. A perfect fit! Now I'll make the other side of the bridge. Time to twist my pipe cleaners together again. The 3 pipe cleaners are working together to make them stronger. Working together is really important. Let's see. There we go, another perfect fit. Now I need to connect the 2 sides of the bridge together. I'll use some more pipe cleaners for that. I'm going to wrap the purple pipe cleaner around both sides to connect them. And I'm also going to twist these ones to make sure they're strong too. I like using pipe cleaners because you don't need to tape or glue them together. I wonder what Emily Roebling used to hold the Brooklyn Bridge together. I'll continue to wrap pipe cleaners around the 2 sides of my bridge until they're connected all the way across. This bridge looks like a beautiful rainbow. What colors do you see here? Our bridge is done, so let's test it out. Does it look like we can use it to get from one place to another? Do we think it will be strong? Let's find out. They made it across! Yay! Let's see if we can make our bridge even stronger by using a different material. What about paper? I rolled some pieces of paper and taped them shut. They feel a little stronger than the pipe cleaners. Let's see what happens when we tape them together to make a bridge. time to test it out. These were just some examples of bridges you can make. What kinds of things can you find around your home to build a stronger bridge? Building bridges is really fun. I liked how we tested out different materials to see what worked best. I bet Miss Emily did that too when she was building the Brooklyn Bridge. So we finished our activity. What should we do next? You're right. It's time for the check mark. Now it looks like we have one more thing left to do today, and that's to say goodbye. But before we say goodbye, I want to remind us what we did today. We learned all about how Miss Emily Roebling helped build the Brooklyn Bridge. We also built one of our own bridges. Now thank you so much for coming, everybody. I want to remind you that you can come back and join us for Transit Tots every Tuesday and Thursday. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and our museum's website as well. So it's time for our last check mark. And time to say goodbye.